Hello, my loves. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are new, my name is Hannah, and I'm here to help you create a life that you absolutely love. So, this morning, I have just a short message to share with you, and I think I'm going to do a podcast episode on this and really elaborate on it more. I just don't have time today to do a podcast, but I did want to get it out while it's like fresh and just on my heart. So, that being said, if you have not checked out the podcast yet, please check it out. It's going to be linked down below. We are on iTunes, so as you listen, please subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and please also leave a review. It's so helpful to help circulate the podcast since it is new. I've only been doing about a month or two at this point, so we'd love to have you join us over there too. Okay, but let's dive into the message for today. So the message is that the piece you're missing is the piece that feels most difficult to you, but if you can just go there and jump off that cliff and just trust, it's gonna make everything so much easier. So it's just like that tipping point that's really difficult to get to, not because it's actually hard work, it's all in the mind. It's the ego will really battle you for this. But once you do it, you get out of your own way and things just begin to resolve on their own. It's like the secret medicine you've been looking for. But a lot of people overlook it, and everyone could tell you what this is, and oftentimes you will reject it because your ego will reject it because it sounds too simple. It sounds like something you don't want to do, and you don't believe that it works. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to try it. So what is this missing piece? What is the secret sauce? What is the magic medicine? It is loving and accepting yourself right where you are. And I know that may sound triggering, especially if this is something your ego is really resisting. And I just want you to know that where you're at along your journey is perfect. And the level of resistance you're feeling towards this is perfect and okay too. But if you can just sit with that and question it and say, what if? What if this one thing I haven't tried, because likely you've been trying all the things and it's not working, or you're not getting the kinds of results you want, which is likely why you clicked on this video, right? So likely you've been trying all the things, they haven't been working. What if this one thing you haven't tried was the key to it all? What if it got to be easy and gentle? What if it wasn't this thing of hard work and needing to earn it and needing to do things by the book and follow certain strategies? What if those things had their place, but the number one place was to love and accept yourself, and then those things could come in after, and things could just work really easily and be flowy? What if this was a game of just softening, of letting go, of forgiving, of accepting, of opening up? Because that's what my experience has been, and I can tell you that there were issues in my life across the board that I was trying so hard for years and years and years to fix. Even once I found spirituality, once I found personal development, I was trying so hard to fix it, and things were not budging. Like, there were some things where I was getting a little bit of results, but for the majority of the issues, things were not budging, and I was really frustrated. I was like, am I broken? Does this stuff not work? And it kind of was strengthening all the victim stories I had going on of why I was unworthy, why I was not capable, why I was an outcast. You know, good things happen to other people, but not to me. And it took me being really down in the dumps. It took me being really kind of at my lowest point for me to be desperate enough to try this whole self-love thing. And that's so sad to me when I think about it now, because it's like, whoa, like I had to be at a point where there was nowhere to go but up for me to actually try the one thing that works. The one thing that, looking back, I should have been doing all along. But I want you to not judge yourself, because depending on what you've been through in your life, like for me, I was not taught to love myself. I was not brought up in a loving family or household. I was very criticized. I was just very taught to not trust myself. I was always told what was wrong with me. So it makes sense to me that I was always trying to be perfect. I was always trying to be what I thought everyone else needed me to be, instead of finding out, who the fuck am I? Who do I want to be? Like, what's important to me, right? And I couldn't let myself go there until I started loving and accepting myself right where I was at. Even with all the crazy shit going on, even with like the acne, the weight issues, the digestive issues, the money problems, the shitty relationships. Like, I had to love myself right where I was at in order to allow that stuff to shift. And ironically, that was like the missing piece. That was the very medicine I needed. And as soon as I started just loving and accepting where I was at. Now, I'm not saying being complacent, right? I was coming at it from the space of, I can and will get everything I want, but I realize that I'm not going to get there by fighting myself. I'm not going to get there by shaming myself. I'm not going to get there by dwelling on the things I've deemed as mistakes. I'm not going to get there by thinking, wow, that was an expensive mistake, or wow, now my body's too messed up. It's going to take years to like undo that. Like I wasn't going to get there from there, right? That's the energy of the problem. I had to be solution oriented. I had to say, okay, I'm going to love and accept myself completely in this moment. I'm going to accept that this is where I'm at. This is what happened. This is the mess we have. And I'm going to love myself enough to not abandon myself moving forward. I'm going to be my own best friend. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to give myself the love that I've been searching for everyone to give me and no one has been giving me. Ironically, because I wasn't giving it to myself. And then once I started giving it to myself, it opened up the doorway for other people to love and accept me too. But when I started doing that, when I started just accepting things for what they were and accepting myself for who I am and where I was at and getting curious, like wanting to know, well, who am I? All these years I've been keeping up this facade, like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to be all these things for all these people. Like, who do I want to be? What do I want out of life? How do I want to feel? You know, the main thing that came up was, well, I want to be at peace with myself and my life and where I'm at every stage along my journey. I don't want to have this destination addiction where I'm only happy when I get to the end, because where is the end, right? That's like this magical marker that's always moving. Like, I just want to be happy. And so the more that I did that, I actually got out of my own way and I created the environment for things to shift rapidly. And so I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that, oh, it's just this magic pill you take, you decide to love yourself, and then you wake up and your whole life is just peachy and like rainbows and unicorns and no problems. Not at all. But things did start to resolve really quickly. They didn't all resolve at once. There were things, and there still are things that I think there always will be that I have more resistance to. And this is just the journey of unfolding, of stepping more fully into all that you are, into the creator that you are, realizing that you are God, right? Like you are the God of your reality. You are at cause for all of this. So the more I could step out of that victim mentality and blaming and shaming myself and just love and accept where I was at, it opened up the doorway for things to heal. One of the first things that healed was my skin. My skin cleared up. The acne went away. So if you're someone who's struggling with acne, check out, I have a healing acne playlist. You can find it under my playlist tab. A lot of people have been loving the content in there and getting amazing results. And so as you get results, definitely comment down below, because I love hearing your journey. I love hearing other people succeeding and winning in this way. I talk about the things I did to clear my acne. I talk about the mental shifts I'd made. I talk about how I balanced my emotions to balance my hormones. And I also have some guided sessions to help you get out of your own way and just allow your skin to naturally heal. But that was one of the first things I saw. And I loved that because it was like a very physical, tangible result. Like I could look in the mirror and see, oh, this is working. This self-love thing is working. Like this was the missing piece. This is like, how did I go all these years without this? And then what started to happen was, as I started loving and accepting myself, I wasn't in this fight or flight energy anymore, meaning that my hormones were starting to balance because I felt safe, right? So as that happened, my mood was better. I was vibrating better, right? Like my energy, my frequency, the signal I'm sending out to the universe is better. So better things are showing up. People are treating me better. My money's increasing. I'm becoming more grateful and aware of like all I do have. And because I'm being grateful of all I do have, more is coming to me to be grateful for. My body just started to manifest the way I wanted it. Like I dropped the extra weight. My digestion healed. I didn't have this bloated tummy anymore. I wasn't struggling to digest foods. I can literally eat whatever I want, but at the same time, my appetite's balanced because I'm not emotional eating, because my emotions are balanced. Like, guys, I could go on, but I think you get the point. Be brave enough to try something that you haven't done yet. You're not going to get different results doing the same old thing. And I know you may be saying, oh, but I haven't tried this strategy and this tactic. Yeah, but that's the same energy. You're looking for a solution outside of yourself. That's essentially doing the same thing. I'm encouraging you to go within and try the one thing that seems like the most scary thing, right? Like your ego will say, it is not safe to love and accept myself as I am. Not safe. Your ego will fight you on it. Do the one thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like the world is not going to validate that this is the way to heal yourself. The world's going to tell you you need them. You need something outside of you. But your soul will always tell you, if you tune in, that it's a game of more love and acceptance. It's a game of letting go. It's an inner game, not an outer game. Do the thing that doesn't make sense. do the thing that seems scary, and do the one thing you haven't tried, because that's why you're here, right? You're ready to try it. Guys, I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. I am so excited for you that you are on this journey. I welcome you. Thank you for being in this space. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me. Thank you for being brave and bold enough to do this work, because this is what we need. We need more people stepping up and doing this deep inner alchemy, because this is how we change the world. It always starts with us. You change the thoughts you're thinking, you change what you're believing, you're going to start taking different actions, you're going to send off a different signal, you're going to show up bright and shiny with other people, and that interaction is going to like activate people in a new way. And this is how we literally change the world. And you change your world, which is most important. Change your world first, and that in turn changes the world. So I honor you for being here. It's so lovely to connect with you. It's been exciting to me to watch this channel growing. It's been exciting for me to connect with you and hear your comments. So thank you for all your feedback, guys. If you're not subscribed yet, please join our High Vibe tribe. I would absolutely love to have you. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Please help circulate it through YouTube. Check out the podcast. It will be linked down below. I also have 2 self-study courses available at the moment. I have an online shop. What else? Instagram's down there. So if you want to connect further, click in the description box below. And I am just sending you so much love from my heart to yours. Have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.